Hi, and welcome back to the Cheeky Crypto Podcast. My name's Chris, and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video, we're going to have a look at the latest crypto headlines, and apparently 99% of people could lose their crypto. So we're going to dig into that. If you enjoy this sort of content, mash up the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. And if you haven't already, jump into the Discord. There's over 5,500 people supporting one another navigate this space safely. It's a fantastic community, and what's more important is it's absolutely free. So you've got nothing to lose. Link is in the description. You won't regret going down there, believe me. Right, let's get down to the desktop. Okay, so we're going to start here on Twitter, and just in, Kevin O'Leary testifies to the Senate hearing and says Binance intentionally put FTX out of business. Look, he's got no evidence. That is how he opened this this ludicrous testimony, I guess. And I'm really interested to get people's views and opinions. I feel like this guy has just lost the plot, completely lost the plot. Look, I get that he's probably in a little bit of denial that this was just poor decision making from himself in regards to his investments. But ultimately, that is what it really boils down to, in my opinion. Kevin O'Leary, you fucked up. And, you just need to come to terms with it. And maybe he's just going through different levels of the grieving process or something. I don't know. But look, what's the difference between Amazon and Binance? Like, Amazon puts millions of companies out of business worldwide because, they can't compete with the cheap prices and stuff like that. There is no different. And to make out that basically Binance has now got the monopoly, and that's why I kind of use Amazon as a prime example, is that, what about Coinbase? What about some of these other big exchanges? It's not just Binance. There is more than one exchange here. So, it's really interesting. I don't really agree with Kevin, that Binance put FTX out of business. FTX were going out of business anyway. And the other testimony sort of, clearly states that, as an example, with Alameda Research, they knew that they were on the verge of bankruptcy back in September. So, look, you can go through what everybody's, said here that's detailed. Kevin O'Leary, mate, you're just way out of your depth when it comes to the realization that you just made a really bad decision. Take some ownership, take some accountability, and maybe get back on track again. It's going to take a bit of time, my friend, but you just messed up. Own it, and ultimately, you probably were just investing retail investors' money that was given to you by FTX. I have no sympathy for this guy whatsoever. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. South Korea say the crypto fugitive 𝗕𝗘𝗪 is now in. So, look, interesting. Just wanting to flag that. You never know. You might see him if you're down that way. Germany calls for global regulations for the crypto industry, and this all comes and stems off the back of everything FTX and all the contagion. One thing that we haven't heard of recently is about Genesis and Gemini, so just be careful here. I think we're probably just a few days, maybe maximum weeks away from hearing the fate of some other companies. I believe that there's many companies that are potentially bankrupt already, but we're just not aware of it publicly just yet. So just make sure that you are keeping your crypto safe and off of exchanges. Now, this is even with the likes of 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗠𝗘𝗡 insisting that you can trust his crypto exchange Binance. Obviously, lots of FUD, being circulated. Potentially, this is off the back of everything related to what Kevin O'Leary is saying here. Very prominent, people around the world, very wealthy individuals, very famous individuals were, embroiled in this FTX scam, maybe unknowingly, maybe knowingly. We just don't know at this stage, and they're probably looking to attack Binance for lifting the lid on everything that was happening, basically, and a lot of blame culture. A lot of these individuals, you think to, like, I'm just going to go back to Kevin O'Leary, and you watch some of the TV shows and how he treats people that come with their business ideas. Like, the guy, and the guy's just got to take some ownership and accountability. Like, I would love to see him pitching to people in the future. Like, that would just be a very, very interesting pill to swallow, I'd feel, for that guy. Could you just imagine? But look, I think that a lot of this is just hate towards Binance and 𝗕𝗓 for what has actually occurred here. But let's just gently remind everybody, including Kevin O'Leary, that Binance weren't running FTX. FTX run themselves into the ground and committed, by the looks of it, fraud. And, all of that's going to come to fruition. And Kevin, the more he talks, the more he's just going to look like an absolute clown, because it's going to become very, very apparent, and already has become very apparent, that, Binance weren't the reason why FTX failed. No matter whether they said they were going to sell FTT or not, eventually we would still be in the same scenario. But maybe it'd be much worse, because maybe it'd be far further down the line. Who knows? But the next thing is kind of what the thumbnail sort of stems around, and that is 99% of people will lose crypto storing in self-custody. And this again is from 𝗕𝗓, and basically, I guess what he's alluding to here, and obviously it's his gain if people stay on the exchange, particularly his, is that it's complicated, and it is. And that is why Nick and myself have made lots of video guides in our Discord. So jump down if you're looking to self-custody or use a nano ledger, for example, or use MetaMask. We have heaps of video tutorials. So if you're unsure, go watch one of those, follow the on-prompt stages of staking or moving your crypto to self-custody, and you will be just fine. Do test transactions first before sending the actual bulk of your crypto, for example. There's many ways of doing this to be safe, but I do agree there's going to be many people that don't know what they're doing, don't realize that there's video tutorials and write-ups on how to do this stuff, and they will make mistakes. We've all kind of been there. I'd say that the majority of people in crypto have made these sorts of mistakes along the way. You learn from it and you grow, but be very, very careful. Try not to make these mistakes wherever possible. Utilize educators that are in the crypto space, that are trustworthy. Jump in the Discord. Like I say, it's absolutely free. Lots of free content there, and on the YouTube channel that will support you navigate this space safely. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tap in that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.